Hey guys, and welcome back to Just Another Night. I'm Curtis, and with me is...
Idris!
As always, like I don't know why you'd expect anyone else to be sat here, but here we are today. So we're going to be talking about game lawsuits, and the reason why we're doing this is because we think it's going to be funny. Well, I think it's going to be funny, and I forced Idris to do it.
Yeah.
And we're going to start off, we're introducing a new segment. What, Idris? What's the segment?
Random questions.
Bro, crazy.
Like, we say random questions, but it's basically going to be some very weird questions and scenarios, and basically what our opinions are.
Yeah, so...
Do you want to introduce the first one then?
Yes. So, Idris, the first question is, if you had to name someone the president of the internet, who would it be and why? Discuss.
Okay.
So, this president needs to have a social media presence.
Donald Glover.
Right. I don't know who that is. But they need to be
Whoa. You don't know who Donald Glover is?
Nah, who's Donald Glover?
Childish Gambino.
Oh, okay.
Community.
No, yeah, okay. I know now. But I don't know actors. You know I don't know actors' names. You're lucky I remember that Chris Evans is Captain America and he's one of my favourite characters in the world.
That's worrying.
Yeah, I know, I'm awful.
Our friendship's hanging in the balance.
Yeah, I'm a bad person.
But anyway, go on then.
Yeah, so they need to have a large social presence. Mm-hmm. So they need to be some form of like influencer, content creator, something like that. Like it could be someone like Bill Gates. He's literally like the ultimate content creator for the internet, and he creates stuff to go on the internet.
Pretty much, yeah. But alright, so what would your ideal candidate be for president?
PewDiePie.
Hold on. So
PewDiePie.
you had an issue with me picking Donald Glover, yet you're all for PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
Go on then. Why PewDiePie?
He's funny. But it's not just that.
Hold on. Your reaction to me having a comedian.
Because the way that you said it is you were just like, yep, comedian. And I was like, I swear to God, if this man turns around and says he wants Michael McIntyre to run the internet, I'm going to kick off.
Could you imagine it though?
Do you reckon we should move on to the topic?
No, I kind of like this discussion, but okay, let's go. So
we'll start off with like, we won't start off with my favourite one. We will start off with the reason why we are doing this podcast.
Okay.
So
the reason why Curtis suggested this podcast.
So for anyone that's not aware, recently Bethesda have been in the news. They are being sued by Human Head Studios, who don't actually exist anymore. Okay. So basically, it's really weird. So there was a game called Rune 2 that got released. But the day it got released, the studio that released it got dissolved and bought out by Bethesda. So it was brought out by Bethesda, and then they turned it into something called like Roundhouse Studios, I believe.
Right.
And basically, because Rune 2 is like, it's supposed to be an RPG, what Human Head are suing them for is for hiding the source code, refusing to give it to them, not letting them make the game better, because their entire reasoning for this is, you're just scared that we're going to be better than the Elder Scrolls series. And they're saying it's conflict of interest because Bethesda are refusing to give them over the source code for the game that they worked on for years because they don't want to damage the Elder Scrolls reputation.
Franchise. I don't get why, like, hiding the source code of a game, it's... You go into some lengths with that one, aren't you, really?
Yeah, like, this is the thing. I personally, I don't want to believe that Bethesda have done this, because I'm like, yeah, that is a bit snaky. But at the same time, I'm also like, bro, it's not that deep. They bought you out.
Okay.
Like, they own the company.
Yeah.
They own you as a studio. If they turn around and say, you can't do this, then you can't do it. Like, they are your boss.
That was something I was going to say then, because if they've already bought them, surely their properties now belong to Bethesda.
See, this is the thing. Intellectual property is really, really difficult to like trademark and stuff.
Right, okay.
So it's like the whole thing with like Bungie. So obviously Bungie made Halo.
Yeah.
But Bungie are no longer a part of the Microsoft Game Studios. But even though they're no longer a part of the game studios, Microsoft still own Halo.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was like they let Bungie go, and they were like, you can go back as to being a private limited company. Thank you for working for us. But we're keeping Halo.
Because it's absolutely massive.
Yeah.
With a massive cult following.
Rune,
on the other hand, is unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, at least to me anyway.
And also, I just want to point out, right, if you have so much faith in your game, don't sell your studio the day after you release it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is so stupid.
I understand in certain stance is it can't be helped, you're going bankrupt and whatever you gotta do to stay afloat. But why? Like, it's ridiculous, but
if you had that much faith in your game,
unless their
you wouldn't have needed
intention
to sell.
was to eventually buy everything back.
But it did make me laugh. Like, only Todd Howard could convince Microsoft to buy Skyrim for $7.5 billion. He's sold it on every single console. He's done everything he can to remarket Skyrim as much as possible. And he's like, you know what, let's just sell it to Microsoft.
I mean, to be fair, how much did you say it was again?
7.5 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's so much money.
Like, take into account the money he's already made from it.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, he could have retired ages ago, but he's made even more money on top.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was pretty interesting. Like I said, it's the first I heard of it. I actually can't believe some of these people are trying to sue Fortnite over the fact that Fortnite's using their dances.
Yeah. Do you know who the first one was as well?
Was it the what's his name from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah, Carlton. It was for the Carlton dance, which is the fresh emote, which is actually my favourite emote in Fortnite as well, which I'd like to just put out there. But yeah, he was the first one to do it, and he was like, I didn't give you permission for this, like, that's my dance, that's not your dance, you can't do that.
But the thing is, like, the way I see it is, some of these dances are like massive pop culture dances. Like, the Fresh Prince dance, well before Fortnite, was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you had TV shows that done spoofs of it and things like that as well.
We call it the Carlton. That's what it is, it's the Carlton.
Exactly. So it's already a very big cultural kind of thing. Why complain about it being used in the game?
I think his whole thing was like, oh, well, it's my dance, like, I didn't give you express permission to use it. And for the most part, people weren't using it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I've only ever seen him do it, and even when he did Strictly Come Dancing, and then there was halfway through one of his acts, he just burst into the Carlton.
I never even knew he was on Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah, he did a series of Strictly.
Fair enough.
He did the Carlton halfway through. I'll show you after the podcast, it's actually really funny. But, yeah, and then there was also Millie Rock. Millie Rock is after a rapper who did it, and then there's loads of other ones, and it's hilarious that these people were just like, well, no, you're using my dance. Consider it publicity, like, free publicity. 100%. Why are you getting so angry? And they're like, yeah, but I should have got the money for it. And it's like £4.
Okay, one thing I'll disagree with you on in terms of the publicity, like, is because they do switch up the names a bit. So if it was called the Carlton dance, everyone's going to know Carlton dance, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can see that point. But again, my perspective on it is, it's a dance. Even prior to Fortnite, you would have had so many people do a video with said dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they didn't use uncommon dances. They used whatever was popular in culture, didn't they?
Yeah, well, they also did a dance competition.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so they did a dance competition. Whoever won got the prize, and the prize was Boogie Down. You know the Boogie Down emote?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the winner of the dance competition. And you know Orange Justice?
No.
Oh my god, it's so funny. So there's an emote on Fortnite, and it's called Orange Justice, and it was basically, he was a runner-up to the prize, and he got turned into an emote because he lost the competition, and a petition started. It was like it was all over the internet, and it was just like it was like justice for the orange shirt kid, because no one knew who he was. It was like, yeah, justice for the orange shirt kid, and that's why they ended up creating the emote just called Orange Justice. But it's mate, it's so funny. Like, it's a good emote. It's basically just a guy like moving really quickly. Like, I think the reason why he lost is because it wasn't a dance. It was literally just him, like, I don't even know, I can't even explain it. Yeah, it was basically just like him having a fit in his bedroom, but it was amazing. Like, it was so funny.
But yeah, it's what I just find it incredible, the fact that you're already making money. Like, you've already